Hello everyone and welcome back to Farming Simulator 19. You're watching JCTV on the Xbox One console. This is Ninghan Farms episode number 6. Thanks for tuning in, folks. I sure do appreciate you taking the time out of your busy day to stop by with me and watch this video. Alright, so we are harvesting the last little bit of soybeans that are left in this field. Now off camera we did already harvest the wheat and the canola, and all of those crops are currently in the silo. We have got some plans for today, folks, but before we get to that, take a quick minute. If you have not done so already, hit that subscribe button for me in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Drop a like on the video if you like what you see so far in the first minute of the video, or wait till the end and drop a like. It's up to you. Then ring that notification bell so you can be alerted every time we upload new content. You don't want to miss anything, folks. Then head over to the featured channel section to check out the featured channels. You'll see some excellent Farming Simulator YouTubers there. Go and have a look at them. And then come and follow us on all of our social media campaigns. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook, Discord, Patreon. You name it, we are there. Come and follow us. Say hello. Drop into the Discord channel. Meet a fantastic group of guys just itching to talk to someone about anything. Come on, say hello. And then last but not least, folks, there is a PayPal link there too if you'd like to make a donation to keep the channel going. That would be greatly appreciated. Remember, folks, donations are never expected but always appreciated. You will earn yourself a special place in my heart for the days coming. And there's a new link there from sprizzy.com if you're looking to promote your own small and upcoming YouTube channel and you're looking for exposure. Check out sprizzy.com for all of your YouTube needs. Alright, now that that is all out of the way, let's dump the rest of these soybeans into the silo, and then we will reveal what our plans are for today in this episode. So what I want to do is, before we actually reseed these fields, I think we're going to swap out that 3-meter seeder and seed tank for something a little wider and something that's not going to take as long to seed these fields. As we get larger and things progress, we are going to need larger equipment, and this is the first step. So let's dump all of this in here. We're only at $11,000 right now, but the seeder that we have and the seed tank have a pretty good trade-in value, so we should be able to swap those out and afford something a little wider, or yeah, something wider, I'm guessing. We're not looking to get another 3-meter wide seeder. We're looking to save some time. The seeder is good. It has a very low seed output, but the seeder that I was actually looking at just came on sale at the shop, and it's the 6-meter John Deere seeder. It's only $6,000, and it holds seed and fertilizer. So we don't yet have a fertilizer sprayer or spreader, so a seeder that has fertilizing capability is probably the way we want to go, so that way we can increase the output of our crops, increase the revenue, and make some more money. This is the seeder that we're going to trade in with the seed tank. That's our plow. Now we're also looking to get a seeder that is also a seedivator, so a seeder / cultivator, so that we don't have to plow every time we need to reseed the field. The plowing is becoming quite time-consuming. This is the seeder that we're looking at here. We'll just scroll over to the end of the shop menu. It's on sale, $6,000, and it is a seedivator. So we can seed and cultivate at the same time. It holds seed and fertilizer, and it's only $6,000. So why wouldn't we trade this in? This is a awesome-looking seeder. Seed in the front, fertilizer in the back, and it's a direct drill, so we don't need anything else. That is fantastic. So I think we're going to zip on down to the shop, trade in the seeder and seed tank, and pick up that seeder. So I think let's do that now. We do have to empty the seeder. There is some seed in the seed tank, so we'll save that. We'll just back up and hook up the seeder in the seed tank, empty the seed tank. We'll drive this down to the shop, make the trade, and then we should be good to go after that. Let's just see here. Okay. Let's get the seed tank attached. We'll drive it over to the seed refilling tank, and then we'll empty it there. I think we can just empty it back into the seed tank. So that way we don't have pallets of seed strewn about the farm there. Oh, there's eggs there too. All right, let's just open the cover, empty this out. There we go. Nice and empty. Perfect. Seed back in the tank. All right, yep. The seed went into the tank. For a minute there, I thought the seed went into the shed, but it didn't. Ooh, what am I doing? Slow down there. All right, let's get out here and have a look at the eggs. So we've got 2 egg boxes here. So here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Egg boxes will spawn with 1 egg in the inventory. So you can pick these up by hand. So let's go look here. We can see that we have 31 eggs. So each box holds 150 eggs. So it's safe to say that there's 150 eggs in the first box and 31 in the second box. It doesn't count the eggs in total. It just counts the eggs in the current box. And the new box will spawn when the second one gets to 150. So you want to be careful not to pick up the wrong box of eggs because you'll be selling a partial box. So this first one here that the cursor is on has 150 eggs in it. And the second one right here has 31 eggs in it. So in total we have 181 eggs, but 150 in this box, 31 in that box. So we're going to wait until we have a full line of boxes until the next line spawns. Then we'll remove the 5 or 6 full boxes and then we'll put those somewhere. It's just so we know that there is 150 eggs in each box so we get maximum revenue for the eggs when we sell them. There's no use in bringing one box with 1 egg in it because that's just stupid. So we'll wait until it gets full of 150 eggs before we sell them. Right now, let's drive this stuff down to the shop, and we'll make the trade, and we'll pick up the new seeder. And here we are, arriving at the shop with our seeder and seed tank. So we're going to put the seed tank in here first. Now, folks, if I've said this in multiple videos, but if you still don't do this, you get 10% more if you drive your equipment down to the shop to sell it. So the seed tank is worth $7,700, and if we place it inside this square or rectangle here and we sell it here at the shop, we get $9,300. See that? So it was only worth $7,700 in the menu, and then we got an extra 10% more and we got $9,300. So that just makes sense. So we're going to do the same thing with the seed tank. I always drive all of my equipment back down to the shop. You never just sell it through the menu because then you don't get the extra money. There we go. So the seed tank itself, the seeder itself, let's see, is worth how much? $9,858, and we're going to walk over here and sell this directly to the shop, just like that, and then we're going to get $11,329. So right away, we made an extra $5,000 just by driving the equipment to the shop, and now we've got $32,000. So we can go buy our $6,000 seeder and still have more money than what we actually started out with without selling any crops or anything. So that works out. Where are you, seeder? There we go. We are going to purchase you. Excellent. There we are. Now, this seeder does take the dry fertilizer. It doesn't take liquid fertilizer. So we're going to have to buy the dry fertilizer refill tank and place it on the farm somewhere. So here's our 6-meter wide seeder, direct drill seeder with cultivating technology. There's a fertilizer in the back seat and the front. Some nice John Deere tires there, and it's a beautiful John Deere green as well. All right, that works out. And as it turns out, John Deere equipment is on sale today at the shop. So John Deere also makes a fabulously cost-effective baler. If we go right to the end of the baling menu here, we'll see it's kind of hidden because I don't think they want everyone to know about it. Right there, a $12,000 square baler that spits out 4,000-pound bales. So that's awesome. So we are going to spend another $12,000 on this baler because, you know, we're planting and harvesting wheat for the chickens. It only makes sense that we do something with the straw. So in a few crop harvests, that baler will actually pay for itself in just selling the bales of straw. And then we also need a trailer, of course, to put the bales on. So we've got $14,000 left, and we're going to go with the auto-loading square baler lizard trailer. And that will greatly help us move bales around. So you can see, just by swapping out old equipment, driving it down to the shop, making some extra money, we now have replaced two items, the seed tank and the seeder, and purchased 3 brand new pieces of equipment that are greatly going to further our farming technologies. So now we just need to get it all back to the farm. So we're just going to hop back in the Fendt, and which one are we going to take first? I guess it really doesn't matter. We're not going to do anything until we get back to the farm anyway. So we'll start with the bale trailer. We'll get that back to the farm. We'll come back and grab the baler and the seeder, and then we'll see what's next. All right, so we've got everything back at the farm. There's the seeder, the baler, and the bale trailer, the newest addition to the Ninghan farm family. So now we're also going to have to purchase the solid fertilizing refill station. We're going to put it right here beside the seed tank, but we don't have enough money for the solid fertilizer refill station, so we're going to have to sell some crops. So we're going to empty out the soybeans and the canola. We're going to sell all of that, and then we'll see what we're left with, and then we can make that purchase, and then maybe we'll have enough money left over to seed and fertilize our fields one more time. All right. Yeah, so we are going to attach the trailer, drive on over to the silo. We're going to empty out all of the soybeans and the canola. We're going to leave the wheat there for the chickens. I seem to be stuck on something. There we go. We're going to leave the wheat there for the chickens because that's all the chickens eat. So the more wheat we have on hand, the better, because those chickens are multiplying rather quickly. I don't know if you've seen it before when we were looking at the eggs, but we now have 66 chickens. 2 more chickens have hatched per color. So we've gained 6 chickens overnight, which is great, because I think every 11 hours and 45 minutes we're getting new chickens. And that is going to increase every time a new chicken is born. The productivity time will cut down. So soon we'll be at 100 chickens, and I think 100 chickens is the capacity for that chicken pen. We may have to upgrade later on, depending on the egg output or the wheat intake. Who knows? I think we should be good with just 100 chickens. All right, let's get these soybeans down to the sell point, and then we'll check back with you in a little bit. And we've arrived at the sell point down here by the shop. All right, so we've got $5,175. We are unloading all of the soybeans that we've amassed in the silo. Let me see, and all of the canola as well. Let's get rid of these soybeans, and we'll see where we're at. We think we need $9,500 for that seed, for the solid fertilizing refilling station. I'm not quite sure, but we'll check that out in a minute. Oh, quite a good price for soybeans today. $19,000. All right. So we're at $25,000. Let's head back to the farm, grab another load of crops, and we'll check back with you in a minute. And here's the second load of soybeans. This is the last of the soybeans that are in the silo. It's now completely empty, except for the wheat, of course, and the canola, which we've yet to sell. So we're at $25,019. Let's get rid of the rest of the soybeans. There we go. Perfect. $30,042. Not bad for one field of soybeans. All right, let's head on back to the farm, grab another load. Here we are arriving with the canola. All right, so we've got 5,000 liters of canola, and we're at $30,042. Let's see where this takes us. We should be okay for that solid fertilizer tank now. $37,511, so that's $7,400. And let's head back to the farm. There we go. Perfect. Let's park the trailer in here. Now, one thing we do have to do is we actually have to outfit our tractor with a front-loading attachment. simply because we need to clean up after the chickens. So the chickens are making a little bit of a mess. There's some wheat spilled on the ground. So we can actually customize this tractor right here at our toolbox. We can manufacture a front-loading attachment right here out of the spare parts that we have laying around. All right, so we're just going to go into customize. We're going to add the front load. The front-loading attachment is actually already there. There we go. We're going to increase the engine. That's what we're going to do. The front-loading attachment was already done, so we're going to increase the engine because the tractor by itself is not powerful enough to pull the baler. So we made an adjustment. Instead of spending $200,000 on a brand new tractor, we now have a powerful enough tractor to pull the baler. Now we can add the solid fertilizing tank. Let's just see that here. Where are we? There we go. There it is, 8,500. I was close. I said 9,500. All right, so let's grab the solid fertilizing tank. We'll put it right here beside the seed tank, and then life will be good. We can get both things done in one spot. There we go. It's out of the way. Oh, there we go. We're going to put it right here. Perfect. There we go. So now we're back down to $11,511. I think we started at $11,000, did we not? But now we have all this stuff. Perfect. All right, now before we reseed the fields, I just want to fill up the seeder with seed and fertilizer before we start baling all of that wheat. Or straw, not baling the wheat, baling the straw. All right, so we're at $11,511. Let's fill the seeder. That's not bad. $821 to fill it with seed. Now let's check the fertilizer. We'll just open up the second unit area. Now this does hold less seed, so we're probably going to have to fill this more often than the other tank. But the upside being we now can directly fertilize when we direct drill with the seed. And now we don't have to cultivate. So that's awesome. So we don't really, well, we need to plow later on, but we don't really need to plow every time we want to reseed our fields. So that works out. All right, let's hook up to the baler. We'll drive the baler out to the wheat field. And now this actually pulls a lot better than it did when we drove it home from the shop. We didn't have the engine modification when we drove it home from the shop, and it was pretty slow going. But now we're just flying through the farm. There's our front-loading attachment with universal bucket there for the chickens. So we are going to bale up all of this straw. Then we're going to use the trailer to pick it up, auto-loading style. And then I think we'll just put the bales somewhere until we want to sell them. Right now we don't really need to. All right, let's bale up this straw, and we'll check back with you in a couple minutes. And the baling is complete. Well, almost complete. We have one more line to do. There's probably about 15 or 20 bales sitting here on the ground. I think our bale trailer holds 18 or 24. I can't really remember. All right, let's just offload the baler. So now that we have the baler, we don't have to cultivate or seed over top of the straw that's left on the field. We can actually make some money from the leftover straw, and if we ever do get cows or pigs, we can use that straw for the cows and the pigs, or maybe horses, who knows. But it will come in handy. The only thing that we don't have right now is another shed to put all this stuff in, so it's going to have to sit right here in the middle of the yard for now until we can afford another shed. Probably in a couple more harvests with the crop revenue from the soybeans and the canola. We might be able to afford another storage facility, but for now I think just leaving them outside will be fine. All right, let's get the bale trailer over here to the field. We will pick up all of these bales and we'll set them somewhere out of the way so that they are not going to get knocked over. All right, we have to turn the auto loading on. There we go. Perfect. Oh, that is so much better than picking them up by hand. God bless technology. All right, so we've got, what, 5, 6, 7 bales of straw. There's 8. It's 9 bales. Here we go. Just keep driving around in circles until we get it. It's not a very big field, so I don't expect a lot of bale output, but the bales that we do get will come in handy for when we do eventually get cows and pigs, where we don't have to buy bales to put in as bedding for those animals. Alright, so 12 bales of straw. That's not that bad. Where are we going to put them? Where can we put these bales? I think we'll put them right here beside the pig shed, I think it is. That's the pig shed. So we'll put these right here. I'll just set them on the ground on this side. There we go. So that way they're easy to get to, easy to pick up once we do get bale spikes. That's quite a ways away. We don't have any cows or pigs yet, so we don't really need them, but it's good to have them stockpiled just in case. Alright, let's unhook the bale trailer. There we go. We'll hook up to the seeder that is newly filled with seed and fertilizer. And we'll start seeding. Well, I think we'll start off at the wheat field there. We'll test out this new seeder. Let's take it on its maiden voyage. See how it works out. Already I can tell it's going to be fantastic because it is wider than 3 meters, and it's not going to take that long to direct seed all of these fields. Oh, and we're just flying through the farm with that thing. That new engine on the Fendt is just fantastic. Alright, there we go. So we'll just, same as always, go around the outside, and then we'll work our way towards the middle. Let's just turn this on. We'll lower the sower. Turn on the seeder. There we go. Perfect. Alright, this is fantastic, and it's not going to take that long at all. And we are inadvertently fertilizing as we seed. So we are going to take a few trips around the field, seed the whole thing, and then we'll move on to another one. But for now, let's fast forward to the end of this seeding process. As exciting as this is, watching me drive around in circles in a tractor with a seeder attached to it, I'll spare you the juicy details of what happens. And here is the end of the seeding and fertilizing process in field number 23. I'm guessing it's our first field, so to me it's field number 1. Alright, so we don't have enough seed or fertilizer left in the tank to start or finish the second field, field number 32, so we're going to have to go and refill. That's one downside, is the capacity of the seeder, but in the long run I like it better because we are fertilizing directly as we seed, so that will greatly increase our crop revenue. Let's just refill this back up, and then we'll refill the fertilizer, and then we will go over to field number 32, and I think we're just going to replant canola again. We're just going to go wheat, soybeans, canola, wheat, soybeans, canola, until we have a demand or a need for a different type of crop, as opposed to in regards to what type of animals we have. Right now we just have chickens, so we are required to feed them wheat or barley, I think it is. But either way, it doesn't matter. Barley, I find, is high in yield but low in price. So we get a lot of barley, but at a very low cost. So it works out to be the same as wheat or canola. It doesn't really matter. All right, so let's. What are we putting here? Oats. All right, so we are putting oats. Completely ignore what I said about wheat, soybeans, canola. Apparently it's wheat. Oh yeah, okay, I forget. So my plan originally was to build up the bale capacity that we have, or the bale numbers that we have. So we're going to plant oats here because oats have a high straw output, and we'll be able to make a lot more bales with the oats in this field. So let's skip to the end of the oat sowing, shall we? And here's the end of the oat sowing. That's 2 fields down in almost record time. And it's because this seeder is 6 meters wide, not 3. Alright, so we're going to have to go refill again because there's not enough seed to finish that big field. We're probably not going to have enough seed to finish that field entirely, even on a full tank. So we're going to have to refill it again. But it's not bad. It's very cost effective to fill. As you've seen earlier, it's only $800 to fill it up with seed and another $700 to fill it up with fertilizer. So that works out. So $1,500 does one full tank. And we seem to have lots of money. And we're still going to have more money because we've got more crops in the ground that are growing. We're just going to go back and seed this last field. And then we'll see what's left on the docket for today. I don't imagine there's too much left to do. All right, where are we going to start? And what are we going to plant? Seemingly, I wrote down wheat, soybeans, and canola, but clearly I was wrong. Well, what's going on here? I just hit something that's invisible. There must be a gate collision that needs to be fixed there. Interesting. I seem to be stuck on air. Come on. What's going on here? Well, this is like... I love this map, but that seems to be the very first glitch. That's not bad. Usually there's quite a few glitches in the new maps when they're created, but so far that's the only one I've seen ever. That's fantastic. Alright, what are we doing here? Are we continuing with oats? I'm not sure. Yes, it would appear that we're continuing with oats. We seem to be stockpiling straw for some reason. For the life of me, I can't remember why. Alright. Well, that's okay. It doesn't matter. We can stockpile straw. We can stockpile bales of straw. Makes no difference. But that is going to wrap up this episode, folks. There's not much else to do here today except for seeding this field. So if you have not done so already, hit that subscribe button for me in the bottom right hand corner of your screen. Drop a like on the video, share the video if you so wish, and ring that notification bell so you can be alerted every time we upload new content. You don't want to miss anything, folks. Thanks for stopping by and watching the video. I surely do appreciate it. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. And for now, this is JCTV saying, see you later.